here tonight and will be watching on the replay. I am quite sure of that. And I am very excited to be here tonight with my new friend. But I want to say I am so lucky that I'm making all these connections and meeting all these interesting people. The guy that we've got coming up now is a award-winning, celebrated, Grammy-nominated, ass-kicking, cool dude that is now into filmmaking. And Roger won our little film festival a while back, right? And we had a good time. So here's what we're gonna do: we are gonna pay a quick bill, just a quick one, and then we'll be back with Roger Greene Jr. There. I just wanted to take a quick break and quickly say, if you like this program or any of our programming, you can support us. You can sponsor us. We have a mission here, and our mission is to bring voices to live streaming and to the world that don't normally get heard. If you check my Instagram and check the story about Olivia Robinson, you can see what I'm talking about. But I would really appreciate it if you could go to the sponsor page. Is it? I've got information there, and sponsor me. You can do it right here on Haps, $5 a month, $50 a month, $10 a month, whatever you're comfortable with. But support our work and support this kind of programming. I think it's important, and I hope you do too. All right. Let's get myself back in there. I was trying to pop a picture open here. Hang on just a second. And we will. Oh, I got to hit the right button. There we go. And we're going to bring Roger in real quick. I want to see if I can find this photo real quick. Let's see. Where's that thing at? Oh, it's never there when you need it to be there. Oh, you know what? I'll show it on my phone. I'll do that. Let's get talking to Roger. Let's have some fun. So, without further ado, Roger Greene Jr. and Roger Greene Jr., let me ask you, you also, so Revolution McInnes is a nom de plume, a nom de guerre. It's not my given name, though it
Yeah.
was given to me by friends in the environmental movement, 3 decades ago. So,
Mm.
but you also go by Mr. Raja, right?
Yeah, Mr. Roger. That's what most of the credits on all the records say and stuff like that. And then as time went on, I changed my moniker to Everything Costs. And
Oh,
there's a whole
okay.
reason behind that. But Mr. Roger's fine.
Mr. Raja, Mr.
Yeah,
Roger.
yeah,
All
yeah.
right, I love it. You can call me Rev or whatever you want,
Yeah, I've been
man.
calling you
I don't
Rev.
care.
I've been calling you Rev like since we met. In the film festival, I've been like, yeah, Big Rev, like what I mean, like even when I told Sweets to come over there, I was like, yeah, this dude I met on
Yeah,
Clubhouse named Rev, he's a pretty cool dude, and this, that, and the third.
yeah, man. Like when I do this show with somebody like like you that I met, through Clubhouse or whatever, it's just like it's like a reunion. It's just great. I mean, you cannot beat Clubhouse for connections, uh, hands down. I mean, I have met filmmakers, actors, musicians, all kinds of people, really from all
Yeah.
walks of life on Clubhouse that I would never met before. How'd you get on Clubhouse? Who got you on there?
Well, years ago, I was the head of A&R at E1 Entertainment, and the head of legal, Deborah Rago. Like Deborah was cool, helped bring me in, like help just show me navigate the waters and how to move things around in there. And we used to go to lunch every Wednesday. It was just crazy. Like I used to take her to lunch every Wednesday. We used to have a good time. And then she got on Clubhouse, and she just kept telling me. Now I heard people talking about it because a friend of mine, my man Quasi, kept talking about it, and he was telling me to get on. And he said, but he didn't have any more nominations or something. But I
Oh,
wasn't even
sure.
thinking about it. And then Deborah was like, "You need to be on Clubhouse," and then she nominated me, and then I went from there.
Oh,
And now I'm sitting here
that is very cool.
with a bunch of nominations. I need to give to some people, I guess.
Uh, hey, let me ask you this.
Mhm.
your gaffer, does she have do you know what I'd like you to be able to do
Mhm.
is do you have how big is your Twitter following? You have a
I don't even really be on Twitter like that, but
you know
I mean,
do
I
you
can
are you
tell
on
you.
Facebook? Are you on Facebook?
I'm on Instagram mostly.
Yeah, see, that's I wish we could hook Instagram up and get the viewers in, but what I'll do is this will definitely get promoted over Instagram, afterwards.
Let me see.
But
Let me
the
see.
the nice thing about that, you might just send a little message out there, and the
Mhm.
link will be in my bio because I'm going to do that right now, and because we want your folks, your people to see you up here if we
Definitely,
possibly can.
definitely. Let me
Um,
see.
I'm going to
How
put
many
that. This
people
is the
do I
nice
have?
thing about live streaming. There's no boss that's what are you guys doing? Talk about what
I'm
you're
good.
supposed to be talking about. We get to
Hold
do
on.
whatever we
Okay,
want.
on Facebook it says I have 4,362.
Oh, well, okay. Up there in the corner, it says your multicasting at the top of the screen. See where it says multicasting? Does it say anything?
Hold on, let me see.
Okay.
Yeah, Yeah, I see that.
Yeah,
Okay, hold
click
on.
on that and see if it'll give you a way to hook up your Facebook, and then your Facebook followers will know you're on with us. Um,
Let me do that. Let me hold
yeah,
on.
because we got plenty of time. We're gonna have lots of fun, and
Let me
the
see.
weeds kicking in, so I'm feeling good.
The weeds kicking in.
The weed is kicking in. Yes, sir. I uh,
Let me see if this works. 'Cause
I am
I'm
so
really,
fortunate that
I'm really
I
not
suffer from
on
terrible pain, but the solution is weed. So thank goodness for it.
here. Hold on, let me see.
All right, I'm hooking up my Instagram here. So if anybody goes to my IG at RevMac Live, they can click on the link and be live, and also my Twitter at RevMac Live and Facebook. It's hard to find me on Facebook. I'm not a big Facebook fan, but
I'm rarely on Facebook.
yeah,
It's all Instagram for me. Hold on, but it's letting me connect now. Hold on.
cool.
Uh, okay. Let's see.
I'm gonna.
All right. So now what am I doing now?
Did it get you hooked up? Let's see.
Yeah, I'm in my page and everything. So hold on. Let me
Okay.
see. Let me see. Connect. Log in. Continue. And they're requesting. I think we're gonna be good in 2 seconds.
Okay. Cool. Let's
Hit
see. I'm trying to.
okay. Okay. They said they want to post on my timeline.
Yeah. See here.
Processing.
Processing. Um, processing. I am guessing, dude, that you are somewhere between 0 and my age in age,
Yeah, I'm
and
zero. I'm zero to your age.
we have come a long, long way
Okay,
technology
so
wise. Um,
yeah, it says running. Your profile running. So
awesome. It is. It's running.
there
Fantastic.
we go. There
Did
we go.
I need to find this thing when I talk about it sometimes, but
Hmm.
the samples. So, from my little part of the world and my little brain here, the sampling is just like, oh, like taking 3 seconds from Ice Ice Baby or something. You know what I mean? Just literally just those 3 seconds. And I
Hmm.
was messing around on Instagram one day,
Hmm.
and this um, I don't know how I stumbled upon it or whatever, but this little clip came in, and it it basically blew my mind because it's a it's a remix by, I don't know how the guy says it. It looks like Skrillex or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And basically it's a Bieber song, and then it's a Bieber little snippet, and basically like let's say the snippet says "I want to love you, baby" or something, right? And they
Mm-hmm.
take this snippet and they process it, they flip it around, they scramble it, they throw it against the wall, they do all kinds of crazy stuff to it. And then it
Mm-hmm.
comes out as this sound that is kind of reminiscent of those words, right? And it becomes the like the baseline, the foundation of the whole song. It
Mm-hmm.
just baked my noodle. Like people were like in the comments, like how do you even think of that stuff? You know what I mean? Like
Mm-hmm.
when you and I were younger, music was um like on a record, and a guy that had a studio with 32 channels was a big fucking deal,
Yeah.
and he didn't have any processing or anything like that, just a bunch of cables and shit. So I
Mm-hmm.
mean, it's come a long way. And when I saw your movie, your 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 first movie here, it's got
Mm-hmm.
some of your music in it,
Yeah.
and that you did, a long time ago. Like, is it better today than it was back then? How's it different? Tell me about it.
The funny thing about doing music now with all of these different programs like Splice and stuff like that, where people are actually like when I came up, the beauty of it, like I was a big fan. I am a big fan of first foremost DJ Pete Rock. That from like Heavy D and the Boys, Family Tree, Pete Rock and CL Smooth, DJ Premier, stuff like that, like RZA, stuff like that. So
Uh huh.
digging in the crates and finding old records. I remember I pretty much took every old record from every older lady in my building I grew up in, just to hear records and sample Sly and the Family Stone or
Oh,
sample
nice.
whoever
Oh.
whoever it was, whatever group, whatever vinyl I found that was
Mm-hmm.
amazing. Sample movies, I sampled everything. Um, but now you have producers that pretty much get paid to make samples. They make their
Just
own
make the
samples.
samples.
They make samples. They sit back and make funky little loops and stuff. They do deals with like Splice and different apps that people pay monthly for, and you can just dig through samples, dig through loops, and be like, "Oh, that's hot." The thing that throws me off a little bit is like how these programs sometimes you can put a drum loop to it, and no matter what the tempo is, the drum loop's gonna fit. You know what I mean? Like the
Like what?
algorithm is gonna figure it out. And I remember times when you would be making a beat and you got the perfect sample, you love it, but for some reason the drums won't lock the way you want it, and you had to really go through the quantization through your drum machine, and it just seemed like more work. I just think like what technology is supposed to do is make things easier, and it definitely did.
It
You know
definitely
what I
did.
mean?
I like
Like
that.
some people just click buttons and some people really produce. So it's a difference.
I'm using my iPhone 12 as my camera today, and so I don't have all the same apps here. But I just wanted to say there's this TikTok Trends app that is
Mm-hmm.
crazy because you said Sly and the Family Stone.
Mm-hmm.
Um, the I think it is. I don't know if it's a Sly and Family Stone song or not, but let me look here. See if I can get this darn thing to open. It wouldn't log me in. How do I log in? Uh, okay, here we go. Get into it. Doja Cat, original sound. Nope, not there. Hang on. Anyway, it's crazy because there's this TikTok Trends app here that
Mm-hmm.
will tell you what is trending on TikTok from a sound, from a music perspective. So if you want to do a
Mhm.
little dance to the hottest song on TikTok, I can find it, right here. But a lot of times these are older songs from back in the day. And I kind of wonder, like, are people getting paid when that stuff is done? Because
I believe,
I
I
can,
believe, I believe so. Like with stuff that, because like now, like if you put a song up on Instagram and it'll say you don't own this copyright and da da da,
right.
and they'll take it down and stuff like that. So,
But you know what
I
I do?
believe I know YouTube definitely and stuff like that. But
Right. Well, here's
I
an
would, I
interesting
would, I
thing.
would think if your song is on TikTok and they're using it for skits and jumping around to it, I'm sure you're
Right.
getting paid for it. Yeah.
Right. Well, here's the thing that's really interesting. The reason I bring that up is because I hope the folks that made those songs are getting paid.
Mhm.
There's an app here. Again, it's not going to cooperate with me, but it's called Splice, and
Yeah.
it's a photo editing app or video editing app. It's
Hmm.
amazing, and you can grab some music. You can buy
Hmm.
a tune on iTunes and play it, and it's licensed. Whatever
Hmm.
you play it on, it goes through. And I'm like, okay, wait a minute. I need to use that licensed song somewhere else. So I'm going to go download it on that and I'm going to go play it over there. And
Hmm.
it's going to make it through because somebody's getting paid. And
Everybody, yeah, pretty
yeah,
much. You can't.
finally,
Yeah,
everybody's getting
everybody's.
paid.
But the whole hang up is everybody's getting paid, but the music community really doesn't like the piece that we're getting. Like,
Oh,
yeah,
sure.
everybody's
Yeah, I
getting
believe
paid,
that.
but who agreed to the cut? So
Right, right. Who repped me in the cut? And
there you
I
go.
know it's like I would be willing, honestly, to probably pay because I'm live streaming. I mean, wouldn't be a ton, but I mean, even for the right to play some snippets of music or whatever every month on my live streaming, I mean, I might pay $100 a month, because this is a
Hmm. Hmm.
business. Hell, bars pay thousands sometimes. But I
Yeah,
mean, if we're making money, I'd be willing to pay more, but I'm not allowed to, right? They don't
yeah.
even have a system for a guy like me to be able to play your music so you can make money and I can enjoy it,
So
on
because
the air.
you gotta figure there's so many people
We,
involved,
we
so
got to
many
fix that.
distributors, it's just so much involved in, and the last guy that gets celebrated and taken care of is the guys that made it.
Hmm.
So
Right.
they'll
Right.
figure it
Yeah.
out. I guess they'll figure it out one day. You
Well,
know,
they're getting better. I mean,
yeah,
but Spotify still pays shit.
yeah. Yeah,
um,
and they're making billions of dollars, and
billions.
they're
Yeah.
making billions of dollars. But there's artists that make millions of dollars. It's just how many streams you would have to get for it to really make sense. Like if you get 1 million streams, they'll be like, "Yo, I got 1 million streams," and that's only $7,500 to whoever controls it. And then the breakdown happens. So you get 1 million streams and you get a check for $250. you know,
Yeah.
but
I mean, um,
that's the landscape we on right now. That's why so many different platforms, so many different artists, so many different. Everybody has their own. Well, come over here and see it, and now we trying to figure it out. People as consumers are trying to. It's almost like TV. Netflix was the first one to the dance. Now everybody's
mhm.
taking their stuff from Netflix and starting their own thing. So if I want to see this show and that show, I got to pay $7 to Disney. I got to pay
Right.
$9 to Hulu. I got to do every movie I want to see on Amazon. I got to pay, unless they make it part of Prime. But if it's just,
Right.
and then you looking
And
up
the
and you're like, damn, I'm spending $300 a month to have 40 streaming services and I only like one show on each one.
and I can't figure out which ones I pay for and how to shut them the fuck off. You know what I mean? I'm always going through my bank statement like, what the hell was that? Who? What is that? Oh, damn.
Yeah.
How do I get that off? How do I start? So I like I'm going to go to my bank this week. I'm not kidding. And I'm going to walk in there. I'm going to go, okay, the money that is in this account, you're going to put it in a new account and you're going to cancel that old ass account. Because if you change credit cards, they'll just keep charging it, right? If your credit
Yeah,
card
yeah.
expires. So I'm like, you're just going to blow that account out of here, and I'm going to
Mhm.
be disconnected from everything, and then I'll hook back up
And you'll start
when I
again.
want.
You'll go in the matrix the way you want to.
Exactly, exactly. So, and I want to get back to music because you've got a history and a body
Hmm.
of work in music, and I want to talk about that. But I want to talk a little bit about the filmmaking,
Hmm.
you know, as well because I know that's kind of on the top of your mind. It's what
That's
you're
what's on you.
doing, and I want people to watch your stuff. And while I take a sip here, give us a little bit of damn. How long is your short film? How long is it?
I think it's 13 minutes, maybe, or something like that.
13
I
minutes?
believe. I believe.
I mean, we should have set that up to show it. But you know what? Is it can people see it anywhere right now
Yeah,
or
it's on
no?
YouTube. If you go to YouTube and just go to "Kill Everybody in the Room,"
Uh-huh.
and you'll see the short is right there. "Kill Everybody in the Room" on YouTube.
Oh
Like
good.
it.
I'm going to put that in the chat over here because I got to tell you, man, I am, I went to film school back when we literally cut the film with a razor, and taped it together with special tape, but it was still freaking tape. And and so it was a while ago. And you're I've seen a lot of, you know, first films. I'm nobody in this industry, you know what I mean? I love film and everything, but for a freshman effort for your first film, man, you killed
Yeah,
it with that movie. It was
yeah, I appreciate
great,
it. I
and
appreciate it.
I just had a blast. I mean, it was fun. It was intense. It was kind of comedic. It had all these great elements in it, and you had a great location. We can talk about that. You had
Mhm.
an emergency replacement of a cast member and everything. So,
Yeah.
tell me all the crazy things about being a first time filmmaker. And wait, why are you a first time filmmaker? What happened? What made you
It's
decide to do
funny.
that?
It's funny. And I appreciate, and I got to give you your flowers too because just being in your pop up film festival, me and Amanda have really grown as friends and colleagues, and
Oh, wow.
I gotta commend you for that. Like I would have never
Holy
met her if
cow.
and I didn't win your festival. She
Oh,
did,
you didn't?
and she earned it. I might have came in second, I guess. I don't know, but
Yeah.
I I,
Well,
I
look.
say I say I won that night because I met y'all guys. I had a beautiful time, and the
Oh,
work was appreciated. People that were in the comments were leaving great comments. So
oh,
it was
dude.
again.
Yeah.
I give this platform. It's kudos, it's flowers and everything, and I appreciate you.
Thank
Um,
you for that because it's great to hear because that's why I'm here is, to get connected, people connected, to other
Yeah,
people. So,
yeah,
and
like yeah,
Amanda's awesome.
Me and Amanda definitely on another level
Oh,
from
dude, that's
the
awesome.
first time
And
that we met.
you did win the best film that everyone is killed in the room, and we'll find a category for you, dude, because you did win. At least knowing Amanda, and for everybody that doesn't know Amanda, who he's talking about, is I'll make you some laurels. Best killing everybody in the room film. And
It was like for real because I loved her. I loved her short as well.
yeah.
And then we connected on email, and she was just like, "Yo, dude, you really have something with this," and she took a real liking to it and gave me really great notes. And we're doing some things, and we're just staying in touch, and we're really on a meeting of the minds as writers and things of that nature. So it's really amazing. It's really helping me take my writing to another level and the whole bit. So I can't thank you enough for that.
Oh, that's awesome. It's Amanda Moresco, if I'm getting the last name right.
Mhm.
And hang on one second. Why can I never go live on Instagram? I don't understand. Okay, I was going to try and go live and let people know we're here. But yeah, Amanda's got a lot of filmmaking experience, a lot of
Yeah.
writing
Hmm.
experience,
Hmm.
producing experience.
Hmm.
And look, whether it's on Clubhouse or this show, but seriously, that makes me feel great because that is what I love. Look, the first mission, no question, in doing this show and all the other things we're doing, make bank, make money. This is a job. But
Hmm.
the next mission for me is to bring voices to the game here that aren't necessarily going to be able to, get out there, right? I just
Hmm.
want people to be able to be heard that have talent and deserve to get their shit shown. So having you connect up with Amanda Maresco is phenomenal, and right there, that makes my job a win. So
Yeah,
yeah,
like no,
and
and she's so. You know what I love about her? She's not what's the words I'm looking for? Like like I'm a humble guy as well. Like she just
mhm.
is like, this is really good, Raj. Like I can't hold you. I'm not gonna try to, and she's not so matter of factly like, no, this is how it's supposed to be, and this is what's supposed to go on, and da da da. But she structures, because I feel mine's is organized madness to a point sometimes. But she'll take it and be like, all right, look, and break it down. And it's just been a great experience. Like, that's all. It's just been a great experience. But with Kill
Sorry, I
Everybody in the Room, I won't
uh-huh.
say that Kill Everybody in the Room is my first time jumping in film and stuff like that. It's not. But
Okay.
Kill Everybody in the Room was the first time that I grabbed my project, I directed it, I hired the crew, picked the cast myself, and just said, I'm going in. Like it was pandemic time, everybody's on quarantine, people are still shooting and trying to keep their set safe and stuff. And I was just like, you know what? My partners, my circle, were all off doing their own thing and going through their own things. And I was just like, I can't let 2020 pass and not shoot something. So, and the whole time during the pandemic, I'm just ordering cameras and lights and stuff like that and have it delivered to my house, because it was my way of just telling the world and the universe and everybody else, like, this is the next evolution of me. I want to do film, like, seriously. I've PA'd on sets. It doesn't matter to me. So I just
Mhm.
said 2020, I can't let 2020 go without shooting something. So August 3rd, that was the day. Um, Friends of mine, everybody that's in there is a friend of mine. I had a couple people that I did cast. They flaked on me and didn't come. And then my cinematographer was like, you want to cancel? I said no, because if I don't do it this day, it's not gonna happen. Like, something's gonna happen, the money's gonna go, a bill's gonna pop up, something's gonna happen. And I was already jumped out the window. I'm already out the window. I'm free falling. So I'm like, you know what? I'll figure it out. Just come. So everybody showed up, and then my guy that played Hurt, shouts to Dev Beats, that played Hurt, he introduced me to V that played Venom for me. And she was hungry, and she showed up with an enthusiasm that I just can only thank her for. And she learned the script on the fly, and everybody else showed up, and 16 hours later I had Kill
Boom.
Everybody in the Room in the can. And then it actually took longer to edit than it took.
And to shoot?
It took months to find an editor, the right editor. But then shouts to Julian, who came through on the West Coast, and he was such a godsend, because he just wasn't like, all right, I'm editing, okay, this short, whatever. Like, he took it like it was like a real thing. He took it like it was a real thing,
That's
and
good.
we
Well,
have
I want to
everybody in the
ask you.
room. We've been in about 6 film festivals now.
Oh,
Um,
awesome. Hey, by the way, everybody watching, if I'm looking down, I'm listening to Roger. I'm just pinging people. So I don't want people to think I'm being rude. Um, but yeah. So wait a minute. You had to find an editor
yeah,
that,
because my cinematographer, shouts to Ninja Monkey, great director in his own right, great shooter, the whole bit. He was supposed to edit it, but his schedule is so hectic because he shoots a lot of music videos and stuff like that and short films
Hmm.
himself. So his schedule usually is crazy. And he was supposed to edit it, but the time kept slipping and he just couldn't keep turning down clients and stuff like that. So
Right.
I was like, look, I'll figure it out. And then I found editors, but then a lot of these editors in demand, and they couldn't stop what they were doing because content is king. Content is king now, so
Right.
they couldn't stop. And then I went back to him like, bro, are you still that busy?
Uh
And
huh.
then he was like, but I got this other guy that I've been working with, and he's good. I think you should go to him. And Julian was the man, and he put his time on it. I want to say he took about a month to do it. He didn't rush. He was like, I'm talking about from the fonts to the like we went through everything. Like he didn't rush me like, all right, let me get this off my desk. He was like, no, no, no. And and it was so funny because he loved the music so much. He was like, bro, I like just listening to this thing.
Yeah.
And I was like, perfect. So and then we finally got the final product. I know I'm not making Star Wars right now, you know what I mean? So I'm not trying to kill anybody. You know what I'm saying? But we did it, and and
No, you
and,
did it.
and, and we here.
Yeah, you did it. You did an excellent job. A very fun movie. I encourage
Appreciate it.
everybody to watch it. I will let me jump up into YouTube there and get that link in there. So when you're so it's kind of that filmmaking and writing, music, all these creative things, right? We
Mm-hmm.
feel these little kismet things. These oh my gosh, it needed to be this guy to edit it all along to make it to be the
Mm-hmm.
movie that it was going to be. But it really does make a difference who your editor is because they can change the tone of a movie
Yeah,
by actually shaving 3 seconds from every cut that the other guy might not have done can make the film, feel differently. I'm being a little
true.
a little
No,
bit of
true,
hyperbole
true,
there, but
true,
it's basically true.
truth. Like he put care into it. He cared
Mhm.
about it as much as I did. And the thing about it is when what I'm learning is when somebody want their name on your project, they really like it. Because they'll just do it and
Ah,
be like, no, you ain't got to give me credit. Don't worry about it. Nah, he wanted his credit. So I was like, I got something good here. You know what I
there
mean?
you
Like
go.
everybody wanted their credit. You know what I mean?
Right.
So that was a good thing. You know?
I like that. That's a good marker that people think you did a good job. Oh, that's funny. Skrillex pops up when we say kill
Yeah, kill
everybody, but
everybody in the room. He has a song called "Kill Everybody in the Room," I guess. But
yeah,
mine should be right there. Kill everybody in the room.
yeah. I'm YouTube. There it is. Oh, this is the trailer though. Hang on.
Now there's one "Kill Everybody." And there might be "Kill Everybody in the Room" movie then.
All right, let me look. The oh, also the you also so you directed it, right?
Yeah, I directed it. Yes, I did.
You directed it, and what were some of the difficult things about directing that day?
The difficult things about directing was my circle with Jam Shaqui, Sweets, as you met PL Sweets, and different individuals. They are like um they're very professional in what they do. Like they know what they're doing as producers and sound men and this, that, and the third, and the directors in their own right. Um, but the hard part to a point was only person on that set that I knew that like that was Jam because he showed up from doing another movie and he ended up doing sound on Kill Everybody in the Room for me. But the hard part, well, I did a lot of pre-production, so I wasn't a lot of things was set in stone, but it was me doing a lot. So I was wearing a lot of hats. So not having a big enough crew at times to get things done, and I had to wear a couple hats. So you got to keep your focus the whole day because at the end of the day you want to tell the story, and
Right.
um and it's not just about shooting scenes; it's about telling the story. You know what I mean? Like some people think, oh, I shot that scene, the scene looks great, but you still might not tell a story the way that you want. So the hardest part, I don't really look at things as hard. That's the one thing about me. Like, things could be difficult or whatever, but once we're in the flow of things, I keep a pretty easy set because I know what I want,
Mm-hmm.
and I know, and I have an easy going way of getting it. So like once I overcame actors not showing up, once I
Oh yeah.
overcame, like, because even the spot that we were in, it's a rehearsal studio, so you got 30 different rooms with different musicians in it. So I started early in the morning, so I'm like, everybody's not here yet. You know what I mean? Like, I don't have to deal with it. So then a rock band starts playing, and you knock on their door like, look, bro, we out here in the hallway shooting. Can you give me 5-10 minutes? And they like, oh, we got you, bro. Like, no problem and stuff like that. So just coming over stuff like that. But it was a beautiful day. It was a beautiful day. Like,
Hey.
I was making props. I was making props prior and getting everything right. I was doing everything like so. I'm very proactive with anything I want to do. So I don't really wait. So it's not going to be too much rocket science for me that day. And then if somebody
Mhm.
points something out, the one thing I did, I surrounded myself. People did know me. The actors knew me except for V that day. Like everybody knew me, had love and respect. There was a lot of love on set. So I didn't really have to deal with too much.
Well, that
You know what I mean?
you did say, let's talk a little bit about having someone uh, like bail on you,
Yeah,
as an actor, and tell us about how that replacement, because the
two.
replacement,
I had two people.
she
I
was
had
she was
two people
great.
bail on me. I had two people bail on me that day. I get
Two.
I got 4 actors in the movie. Well, five. I got 5 in the movie, and 2 bailed on me at 7 in the morning. And the crazy thing is neither one of them had the decency to put a phone call in
Oh
and just
wow.
say I'm not coming.
Hey, hang on
So
one second. I
mhm.
just want to say hi to our friend Chris Gales, because Chris, thanks for swinging by, dude. I gave you an invite if you want to jump up and say hi. But it is Monday night. You're probably gigging somewhere. But Chris plays some just wonderful blues music down in Memphis, and so I have been pinging all of my music friends and saying, "Hey, you should come check this out." So great to see you, Chris. So you had two people bail on you.
I had two
One of
people.
them,
I had 2 people bail on me that morning, and the thing about it is when they bailed on me, like I said, they didn't call or anything. And then the director, I mean, I'm the director, the cinematographer called me, and he goes, "Look, man, if you want to cancel, I'm not gonna keep your money from you or anything. Like, don't worry about it. We'll just reschedule." And I was like, "If we don't do it today, it's not gonna happen." But I knew
mhm.
something crazy was gonna happen that morning because when I woke up, my stomach was in knots. And from being a performer, um, performing as a rapper and stuff, and voiceovers and the things that I've done in my career, I've had that. And what I know about having those things is it lets me know I'm alive and I'm in the moment. Like
Yes.
like I'm not a robot. I'm not like, oh, this is I gotta do a performance. I gotta go in here and like no. I know I'm in a moment like, okay, I need to figure this out. So when we knew the girl didn't answer the door when the car was outside to pick her up, and she didn't even answer her door. Like, it's one thing to say, look, I can't make it, but to not even answer your door and they're knocking on your door.
Yeah.
But there was a precursor to that because he's from a town in Pennsylvania or something like that. And he said there's a lot of talent in that town, but the reason nobody makes it is because they don't take anything seriously. So
Ah.
I had that already. I had that precursor already. And then the other guy should have been there, and he had a closer connection to me that he should have been there. But, people don't take these things seriously. So
Right.
at the end of the day, I wish them the best. I have no animosity because my project actually came out better without you. and that's just
Right.
how
I mean, it
that's
could have
how it
been
is. Because
great with him. We don't know,
I can't say
but
that it would have been better with you. You
right,
weren't there. So the
right.
project that I got is the project I got. I'm extremely proud of it, and I wish you guys the best. But you'll never hear from me again. Hey man,
Yeah.
if you're on
Well,
time, hey, if you're
you
early,
know,
you're on time. If you're on time, you're late. And if you're late, don't even show up. So
oh yeah,
that's what I
100%.
was taught.
The way I learned it was if you're early, you're on time, right? If you're
Yeah,
on time, you're running late, and if you're running late, you're fucked. You know.
yeah.
So
That's what I was taught.
yeah.
So, you know what I mean? I don't you know, so I don't and no sweat off my back, you know. Like I said, we've been in five festivals. Six festivals.
Hey, Chris.
I got an email to submit it to Sundance. They want to see it, so I did.
Oh, you
You know,
did?
yeah,
No
yeah,
shit.
yeah.
Wow.
So I sent
Holy
it to
cow.
Sundance. So fingers crossed. You know, Sundance
Yeah.
liked it. We got about five more festivals, including Sundance. That's it's in the runnings and it's competing to hopefully be available and I mean be in it. And listen, man, I can't complain. Like I said, I was in the pop up film
Uh huh.
festival. I met Amanda. She took a liking to it.
Right.
It's running around. It's in different worlds. It's in different places, and that's why I did it. You know what I'm saying? That's and like I said, if it didn't happen that day, it wouldn't
Right.
have happened. So it
It wouldn't have
happened.
happened.
It
Hey,
happened. People enjoy it. I'm here. No issue.
hey, Chris Gales. Yeah. Oh
Yes,
man,
sir.
nice to see
How
you,
you
my
doing?
friend.
You too, man. How you doing? How y'all doing
I'm
tonight?
doing. I'm doing
Good.
good. Roger was on our film festival a while back, and but Roger's got deep roots in music, and I'm kind of throwing it out there to everybody that I know in music to come by and say hi. Roger is man, he's been producing and writing, right,
Yeah.
and performing music for a long time. So I always like to hook up a couple of musicians here
Oh, that's
and
great.
tell us a little bit about you, Chris.
About me? You know everything there is to
Yeah,
know about me, man.
yeah. Well, let them know again. There's people that haven't seen you before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody in the room don't know.
Well, my
Kill
name is
everybody in the room real quick, Chris.
Yeah.
What's up, everybody? My name is Chris Gales. I am an entertainer from Memphis, Tennessee. I'm actually from Mississippi, but it's close enough to Memphis. And I've been performing. I've had a solo acoustic show on Bill Street for 11 years now. It was
Mm.
11
Wow.
years in April, performing up to 400 shows a year. Just me, my acoustic guitar, picking and grinning. I've had a three piece that we performed around from time to time, and I'm thinking about reviving that for a few shows. But for the most part, here lately, I've just been doing solo acoustic work, and it's been busy as I'll get out here recently. I'm now at the Rum Boogie Cafe on Beale Street on a regular basis, and a couple other places around town.
What size
That
rooms do
is.
you do?
Go ahead.
What size room do I do?
Yeah.
Man, I guess it would say mid range, mid size room. Maybe up to I'm not sure what the Rum Boogie holds, to be honest with you, but it's
Mm.
actually 2 stories. So
Okay.
yeah, but I play for one person like I'll play for 1,000 people, man.
That's the key. I don't care
Yeah,
if it's two people or 200. They get the same show.
they get the same
I
show.
don't care if it's a major label that called me for a record or an independent artist. You're gonna get the same record. You're gonna get the same enthusiasm.
You're going to get the same show. And then when you're on Bill Street, you never know who's sitting out there in the audience. I think the time that I was most nervous was one Saturday. I was sitting there and I was performing, going through my shows, and this gentleman walks in and he looks familiar. He looks so darn familiar. Well, anyway, it turns out it was Morris Day. So,
Damn.
needless to say, I scrapped all of my Prince songs for that set.
Wait, you
I
didn't
didn't
you
want to
didn't
get
do
caught in the
a
middle
Morris
of
Day
nothing.
song while he was
Huh?
there?
Well, I didn't know one off the top of my head, and man, it's like
Yeah, off the top of your
And
head.
Jesse,
let's
And
just
now
be honest.
Jerome, come on, man.
We all know he's a legend, but on the top of your head, to say I'm gonna do an acoustic Morris Day song, you can
I
bad
wouldn't do it.
brother. You can just pull up a acoustic Morris Day rendition with him
Is
in
there
a
even
room.
such
Like,
a
come on,
thing
Yeah,
like,
as an
come
acoustic
on.
I could
more
make it.
day song?
Y'all just gave me a challenge, a new
Yeah,
challenge.
because I mean, if you're gonna do the bird acoustic,
Or maybe Ice Cream Castles, man, because that's my all-time favorite
Ice
Morris
Cream
Day song
Castles,
right
yeah,
there.
that was a goodie. That
Oh
was
my
a goodie.
goodness. That is hilarious. Chris Gales, you're going to have to come back at some point and play that acoustic version of
Of
the
Ice Cream
Morris Day
Castles.
song.
Well, since he put the challenge up, man, I'll have to do it sometime when you're on. I'll be sure to do a acoustic version of Ice Cream Castles for you.
That's amazing right there.
That is awesome. I love these kind of moments. Sorry. I mean, like it just last time I thought of Morris Day might have been like 1980 something. You know what I mean? Like I've heard his music here and there, but like when he was, when Prince was big and all that was happening. In fact, my buddy came by, must have been on a Saturday, and he's like, dude, we got to go see a movie. I'm like, okay. He's like, well, we got to get high first. I'm like, well, okay, we always get high, it's Saturday. And he's
It's
like, so
Saturday.
yeah. So he takes us to the theater. And he's like, I know nothing about this movie that was even released. And he's like, okay, dude, you got to buy tickets for this show and the next show. I'm like, what? What? He's like, no, dude, we're gonna have so much fun. And Prince just exploded on the scene
Mhm.
back then. It was
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah, on YouTube there's one lady, she was his recording engineer, and she said just one day he just looked at her and say, I think I'm going to make a movie. And the process started of him taking lessons, giving his band lessons on acting lessons, and then going through the whole process. It's very interesting. Very interesting.
Yeah, that is definitely wow. Yeah. What a just a tragic loss at this point. That we lost somebody like Prince as early as we did. Roger,
Yeah.
tell us a little bit about the music on your Kill Everybody in the Room, because I'm telling you, like that drone shot in the beginning. Oh, I'm going to show the trailer. Is that okay if I show the trailer?
Please do.
Okay, so I'm going to show the trailer here in a second. But that drone shot and that music, that opening, I mean, I'm not kidding you. I'm like, this is like a $50 million budget movie we're going to see. I mean, your movie's good. Your freaking opening your movie is great. You know what I mean?
You know, you know what's funny? Look, great music has no like I was taught dreams don't have expiration dates. And great music doesn't either. You know what I'm saying? Great music does not have an expiration date. So basically, the name of that record is called Unstoppable, right? And it's performed by my friends J.O. and O Man, who are a rap group called Unstoppable.